Okay, perfect. So you guys, we have the incredible Ashley Walmer with us tonight to teach us more about what we call geotagging. Whether that's what Ashley taught me it was called, or if that's a scientific name for it, I don't know, but that's what I call it, geotagging. And really, if you're not familiar with it, it is a way to tap into new networks. You guys, that's the power of social media. Like we could go door to door and build belly to belly in our little neighborhood. But the power of social media and geotagging allows us to break into new networks across the globe. And we are brilliantly global. So we'll need that someday. But we timing specifically, we wanted to have Ashley on to help for the Grand Rapids event specifically, but this is going to help your business for months, for years to come, for any future events that Bravenly does on these on the road events, whether they're going to launch a team in Hawaii and we want to build a team there too. That's me. Ashley is going to kind of walk step by step on how to tap into those markets. So without further ado, I'm going to mute myself, and Ashley, I'll let you take the floor.
Okay, sounds good. I'm so glad that you guys cannot hear the background noise that was just happening because I coughed really loud and somebody, probably a brother, programmed my dad's Alexa where if somebody coughs, it makes a ridiculous farting noise for like 37 seconds. And it is the most obnoxious thing. And that's what just went through the entire house. So perfect timing. Let's go, guys. Okay, so geotagging, yes, that is what I called it too, Mickey. And a geotag is anything on social media or online that is a geographical tag, right? And so how I started to use this is I was building my business belly to belly. Those of you that know me, know my story, know my backstory. I built in this industry and I built 100% in the very beginning, all through in-person events, partying every night of the week, doing in-person things. And because of that, I started to branch out into different areas. I had a team in Nebraska. I lived in Grand Rapids, Michigan. I had a team in Kalamazoo, which was an hour away. I had team every which way. And so I started to find people and utilize social media to build my in-person events and build my in-person business. Because what I started to realize, like my secret sauce was meeting with somebody. It was going to grab lunch with them, going to grab coffee with them, bringing them samples, going through a business overview and showing them in person our stuff, right? And then having an in-person event a day later, 2 days later, that I could invite them to, and 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 have the sorry, distraction after distraction here. But so what I started to realize, you guys, is I didn't want to take away from that part of my business. I loved that part. Getting connection with people like in person was awesome. And to be honest, I could close somebody in person right away, where it may take months, a year, if it's all online and all social. To me, social was way more work and it was way more time. And I know that sounds weird because some of you are going, well, you would have to go to an event and you would have to leave your family that night for 2 to 3 hours, where if you just built all online. But you guys, the money was there. And so what I started to realize is I wanted to create social media to build my in-person events and my in-person meetings. So I started to use geotagging. And what it is, I haven't cracked the code on Facebook. I know Instagram. So that is what I'm going to teach you guys tonight. And let me get the screen share up. Oh, well, that's fun. It doesn't give me an option. Wait, maybe I need to click advanced. Yeah, there we go. This is different, Mickey. Literally different from me streaming earlier today. Okay, say a prayer, it works. I can't cough, so I'm just gonna have to my way through this. Okay, hopefully you guys can all see this. Okay, so what geotagging is and how you do this is instead of just mindlessly following people, right? You're going to follow people in a specific area. So for example, if you don't live in Grand Rapids, Michigan, knowing that your uplines, sidelines, downlines are in Grand Rapids, let's say you're on Lori Blaukamp's team, okay? And you live in Minnesota, Jen Burgoyne, right? You want to start building a team in Grand Rapids that maybe Lori could go meet with them. Maybe you sponsor them, but Lori's your upline. And now they have Mickey and Sarah and Lori to be part of their upline in person, right? And so instead of just following people all over Instagram, which is great, geotagging allows you to be more intentional with where you're finding these people and following the right people for a specific area. So for this training specifically, you guys, we're going to focus on Grand Rapids, Michigan, because we have an event coming up next weekend. Whether you're in Grand Rapids and want to start to build more in here, or whether you don't live here but would love to have a team here because you know it has local support. So what you're going to do is you go to the explore page. If you're on the normal Instagram page, at the very bottom of the screen, see where it has that magnifying glass. If you click on that, that is called your explore page. Okay. So in the search bar, and if you guys have your phones, if you're watching this on a computer, I would highly recommend grabbing your phone and doing this with me because it'll help you guys faster. So in the search bar, just type the words Grand Rapids. Okay. Now it's going to pull up geotags all across Grand Rapids, Michigan. You guys can literally click explore this city. Okay. And there's tons of different tags. Here it's giving you literal things that are like DeVos, the intersection. These are concert places, Founders Brewing Company, Amway Grand Plaza Hotel, Grand Rapids Public Museum. So I'm going to teach you and explain to you why these are important, but you can literally start to search so many different things. Anybody that is in Grand Rapids, that think about when you go out to a restaurant, what do? You take a picture of your food and you tag the location, right? When you go out or you go to your hair salon, you take a picture of it before and you tag your hairstylist or you tag the salon that you're in and like hair day, right? We do this. Everybody does this on a normal basis. So when you are living life, you tag your location as you're going. Well, you're wanting to find people in Grand Rapids. So you can use these places that they tag. If somebody is tagging the intersection, that is a live music venue, okay? That means that they probably live in Grand Rapids and they're going to a concert. If somebody tags Founders Brewing Company, it is the #1 brewing company in Grand Rapids, Michigan, okay? So chances are that the people that are tagging Founders live in Grand Rapids. So you would follow those people. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys here more. I'm just kind of trying to explain a little bit as I go too. So if you go back out and it also says Grand Rapids right there, you can also click on accounts. These are any account that has the word Grand Rapids in their account, which you guys, most people that are following Experience Grand Rapids are people that live in Grand Rapids, right? So you can get into this and they have 90,000 followers. Click on those followers. Guaranteed, most of them live here in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Okay. A tip for you, if you've never heard me talk about how to follow people on Instagram, find people that have that circle around them. That means that they have a story up currently, which means that they've been active on the app in the last 24 hours. So I would follow her, follow, and you can just start going through here, okay? And follow people that are following Grand Rapids. You can also go over to tags. These are people that are using the hashtag Grand Rapids, okay? Or Grand Rapids MI or Grand Rapids, Michigan. 1.9 million people have tagged Grand Rapids in a post or a reel. Guaranteed, they're either traveling here or live here. Okay, so you can go through here, like that right there is a downtown Grand Rapids. So I can go to her page and click follow. Okay, she looks like somebody who lives here. She's a chief marketing officer. Perfect. So you can go through these posts have tagged Grand Rapids. Okay, so places, again, Grand Rapids, Michigan. These are also places in Grand Rapids. So again, Millennium Park, this is a park. You can go here, and these are people that are tagging Millennium Park. This looks like a girl I'd want on my team. Follow. Okay. Let's see. Follow. You guys kind of picking this up a little bit? So you're using geotags to find people, and you're following those people, okay? So you can look through top or recent photos, tagging in that city. You can follow people and their people. So for example, let's just go into this girl right here again. I already clicked follow, but she has 111,000 followers. This is an influencer. Okay, it says right there, she's a digital creator. You can also go into her following. Another thing that you could do, let's see, let's go back to other things that are in Grand Rapids. Hold on. Grand Rapids First, you guys, this is a church. It was a church that I grew up in. Okay, it was a church that Lori and Sarah and I saw a concert in. So this is a church where there are tons of people that go to this church. If they go to the church, they live in Grand Rapids, right? So you can go through here and see who has been tagging Grand Rapids First. There's 6,000 followers to this. Okay, so just pick on a random post, okay, and get into their likes. All of these people, okay, probably live in Grand Rapids, Michigan. And here's the deal. If you end up clicking follow on somebody that doesn't live in Grand Rapids, it's okay. But this is just a way for you to be extra intentional about trying to follow people that live in the area that you are trying to grow and build a team in. Okay. So once they accept you, if it's not private, I think I'm trying to find somebody who's maybe not private. So I can show you. You can get into their followers and start to follow people that follow them as well. Okay. So using geotags, it's going to help you guys find people in certain locations. There's so many different things you guys could do. You could go to Google and type in top 10 best new restaurants in Grand Rapids, Michigan, top salons in Grand Rapids, Michigan, top boutiques in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Okay. For example, or top restaurants, top anything, like anything. If you think of what am I interested in, and if I'm interested in that, like where do I shop? Where do I go to eat? What do I like to do? Think about how you are going to find other people that are just like you in those same kinds of situations. So a really popular hair salon in Grand Rapids is called Cheeky Strut. Okay. So for example, I can come in here, 16,000 followers. Probably the people that are following this account are people that live in Grand Rapids and go and get their hair done here, right? You can also go through, again, their likes on these and start to follow those people. She's a hairstylist that works there. Go into her followers, okay? Oh, that's my sister. That's hilarious. The top person is my sister that follows this account. So you guys can start to use geotags to be intentional with finding people. Go to their profile. So now I'm going to stop screen sharing and just kind of talk to you guys about a few more tips on this. So when you guys get into a profile that you like, what I would do is obviously follow them, okay? Go to their profile and do the 5-2 rule, which is like 5 pictures and comment on 2. Okay. Then they are going to get 7 different, actually 8. If you're following them and giving them 5 or 7 different touches, they're going to get 8 notifications from you. What are they going to do? They're going to go to page. They're instantly going to go over to your page, probably follow you back, check you out. When you're following, make sure you have a post up and a story, a current story. Okay. And I would have it, if you're doing a story, have it not be like super, super spammy. Okay. Make sure it's like fun, lifestyle, like something that is you, something that's showing like your life behind the scenes. So people get a taste and a feel of who you are. This is a massive tip when you guys are following. is make sure you have content that is new, relevant, and reflective of who you are as a person, not your business, when you are in one of those days where you're following a lot. Okay. So go to their profile, do the 5-2 rule. They're going to get 8 notifications. They're probably going to follow you back or go to your page at that point. When you guys find a profile that you really, really like, okay, I want you to start keeping track of those people. If you find somebody where you're like, oh my gosh, this is a normal mom, she's not some crazy influencer with 900 million followers, she's got like 3,000, she's somebody who looks just like me, she's got 2 kids like me, she's got this, she's got that, and you're like, I would love to have somebody like her on my team. Write down her profile name, save one of her pictures, save it to a collection. You can, and maybe I do need to screen share that part, the collection part. Okay, give me 2 seconds. I just need to be mindful. Mickey, can you like literally interrupt me at 8:55? Okay, thank you. And just kick me off. I'm going to talk as fast as I can, guys. This is usually like a 45-minute training. Okay, so if you find a profile that you're like, oh my gosh, I just really love this person and I really want this person to be on my team. Okay. Anytime you want to save that person and you're like, oh, how do I save them? The bottom right. Okay. This is hard to explain without it. You guys can't see my cursor, right? You probably, oh, you can see my cursor? You can? Okay, perfect. Oh my gosh, I did not realize that. Okay, so this little flag right here, if you click that, that's the save button. These are now added to a collection. So you can do a new collection and name it Grand Rapids, okay? And hit save. Now, in order to go back to that collection, so let's do another one. If you guys don't follow Amy Spence, you need to. She was one of my favorite people and it works, taught me how to do power hours, and she's now building at Bravenly. She has incredible content. Okay, but let's just say she lives in Grand Rapids. What? Let me go to here. Okay, I'm just going to put her in the Grand Rapids one just to show you guys an example. Let's find another one. Obviously, Brittany Harper does not live in Grand Rapids, but okay. So now I've added a couple of people to my Grand Rapids list. And if you're like, okay, well, Ashley, how do I get back to those? Go to your profile. So click on the bottom right here. Then you're going to go up to the 3 lines at the very top right. And you're going to go to saved right here. Now here's all your saved collections that you've created. So if you're being intentional about Grand Rapids, click in there. And now what this will do is you're like, okay, I want to go through the 100 people that I just added there and do the 5-2 rule with them, right? Now you can click on them and it's going to go back to that same picture, but now you're able to get back fast to that profile and remember where it's at. Okay. So that's the saved feature. So now let's talk for just the next 5 minutes about what to do to actually message them and get into their inbox. So first day, 5-2 rule. Okay. Day 2, comment and like their last photo. All right. Comment and like their last photo and get into their inbox with something related to them, or interact on their story and get into their inbox. You know how like when you're on a story, you can pull up and type a message, just get into their inbox. The reason why you want to do this is for algorithm purposes. Okay. Just start a connection. Day 3, you're going to send them a message. And all it's going to say is, hey, lady, do you live in Grand Rapids? Now, make sure they live in Grand Rapids. You guys do a little recon. Okay. If you go to a person's profile and you realize, oh, they live in New Jersey, you're not going to do this with them. You're like, oh, that was just one of those happy button followers. I just followed her on accident, right? Maybe remove her from the Grand Rapids list. But once you realize that somebody does live in Grand Rapids, it's, hey, lady, do you live in Grand Rapids? And if they're like, no, I don't. Oh, did you just recently visit there? I saw that you were at my favorite restaurant too, or something. You guys can, start the conversation and move it that way. But hey, do you live in Grand Rapids? They respond, yeah, I do. Why? What's up? Okay, yay. So question for you. More like I need your help. Okay. I make a full-time income off social media and I'm actually launching your city right now. I'm looking for some early adopters, people interested in making some extra income from their phones through social marketing. Do you know anybody that would be interested? I'm trying to expand this market in Grand Rapids and would love your help. Okay, something along those lines. Either that message or another one is, hey, so here's the deal. Question for you. I'm coming to Grand Rapids later this week to launch my newest rock star, to whatever the insert is, for a incredible networking event, something along those lines. I found your profile and I think you'd be a perfect fit. I'm hosting a free event on Sunday at 1 and I'd love for you to join me. Are you free? Okay. So play with those two type of messages. I will send all of this over to Mickey, like all of my notes over to Mickey, so you guys can have the scripts and stuff. And I know she'll probably put them in Brave Tribe for you. When she uploads this to Mickey, you could do that in the comments or whatever. But those two type, actually, I'll see if I can put it in the chat right now. I know sometimes if it's too long of a message, it doesn't send. Let's see if that's sent. Okay. Stop coughing, Ash. Okay. So play with those two type scripts, however you guys feel like would be the most you in what you're saying. One is more of a direct approach of asking for help, and another one is a type of approach that is, hey, I'm coming to your area. I'm launching a business, or I'm launching Grand Rapids this weekend, or I'm coming to your area and I'm looking for local leaders. I'm looking for my next runner. I'm looking for another entrepreneur in this area, and looking at your profile, I think you'd be perfect. Have you ever thought about making extra income from your phone? I'm hosting a free meeting. Something along those lines that will help at least start the conversation. And here's the deal, you guys. If it doesn't end up where they're like, yes, I'm coming to the meeting on Sunday, that's not even the goal, really. It's not. Okay. I used to use events and use my weekly parties as a way to keep building my business. If I messaged 10 people to come to my weekly event this week and none of them could come, that was now 10 follow-ups, 10 people that I could say, hey, let's go to Starbucks. Hey, let's go grab breakfast. Hey, let's do this. Hey, let's go do this. And now I had a full calendar the next week. And guess what? When I went and met with all of those people the following week, half of them then would usually come to the next sip and sample event that I had. So it's not even about making sure you get a guest to the Sunday event. That would be awesome. I would love that for you guys. But I guarantee you that if you don't do something like this, if you don't send messages long after the event, you will still not have a full calendar. So use the events that you guys have anytime there's an event to do something like this, to be intentional, to make the ask, to start sending messages. Okay, it's 8:55. I gotta go. I love you guys. I hope this was helpful. Mickey, I'm gonna pass it back over to you and leave. So
Awesome.
bye guys.
Thanks, Ash.
See you later. Yep.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. All right, you guys. So just to reiterate, obviously we use Grand Rapids as the specific example because we are hosting the event, the on the road events here in 2 weeks. Gosh, a week and a half, however long it is. But you can use this anywhere. You can use this in any market. You can use this for any event. You can use this for any, like she had said, if you're in Minnesota or wherever and you have leaders in Grand Rapids, that's great. Not just because we have an event happening, but if you live in one state and your upline lives in California, like same thing. Okay. So just don't over analyze the examples here that it was just for Grand Rapids. This is something we can use for years to come in multiple locations and networks just to grow and make those connections in different places. So I'm going to end the recording, but I will stay on here if anyone has specific questions. Otherwise, we will hop off.